Johnwicksnipin actually taught me something. Because one time, what happened was he used one of my copyrighted materials on his video. Pissed me off. I was going through a very bad time. I was very angry. A lot of things at that particular time. Just with my wife's health, and I don't know. I was just in a very bad way. I was in a bad mood. So I said, you know what, you piece of human garbage trash, you friggin' rodent, looks like a rodent, doesn't he? I said, I'm going to sue you. I'm going to sue you, okay? So he was laughing, kind of like a rodent. He sounds like a rodent too. So anyway, he's like, you know what? I know the whole enchilada. He says, hey, Father, you're going to get a notice from YouTube. They're going to say, do you want to litigate? Okay? And if not, they're just going to put my video right back on YouTube. So I'm thinking this guy's full of shit. This freaking guy doesn't know what he's talking about. It turns out he does. He was absolutely right. Everything he said was right. I couldn't believe it. Everything he said. I got a notice from YouTube and they said, do you choose to litigate this? And if you don't want to litigate it, we're going to, put the video that they initially took down because I put a copyright claim in. They say we're going to reinstate that video. So everything Johnwicksnipin actually said was correct. But see, I'm seeing kind of like what he's doing now, his strategy of how he's getting a lot of subscribers and how he's getting a lot of views. What he's been doing is a lot of the material that he's using, you all realize it's not his material, right? I mean, you don't have to be Albert Einstein. You don't have to be Sigmund Freud. You don't have to be a rocket scientist. I mean, the guy's filming like friggin' parts of movies like Mick from Rocky. That whole video, the one that got over 6 million views, that wasn't his content. He's copying other people's content. But I think the reason why he's doing this is because he's smart in a way. I'm going to give him a little bit of credit, even though he looks like a friggin' rat. Okay? He's got a little brains upstairs. See, what he figures is that even though he doesn't own the copyright, it's the whole process of the copyright owner would have to litigate. You understand? And most of the time, I don't think they're going to do that. I mean, MGM might do it. He's got to be a little careful with big corporations, like because he's using parts of Rocky, like that scene was from Rocky 5 with Mick. Mick was telling Rocky, I got a reason to be alive. You're my reason, You give me the motive, he says it in a certain way. Motivation. He doesn't say motivation, but that's what makes it so funny with Mick. You give me the motivation. I can't even say it the way he says it. To stay alive, and I'm going to stay alive because I want to see you do good in the ring, and I want to see you do good in life. But anyway, long story short, Johnwicksnipin figures to himself, look, I'm using copyrighted material from all types of people on TikTok, movie companies, but his strategy is, hey, are they going to really go to the extent they're going to litigate, they're going to sue me? So what he's doing in a way is brilliant. I'm actually complimenting him, even though he looks a little bit like a friggin' rat. He looks like, if you look at his face, he looks like a rat. He sounds like a rat. Honestly, he might even smell like a rat. Okay, I never smelled the guy. But the thing is, he's got a little bit of brains. He's got a little bit of brains. I have to say, I'm starting to, in a way, I got to give him a little credit where credit's due. He's a smart dude. Because in other words, don't you understand what he's doing? He's using other people's copyrighted material, knowing that they're probably not going to litigate. So the worst thing that's going to happen is one or two things. Okay? Let's say someone puts in a copyright strike against him. See, technically, the only way that you get that copyright strike, he taught me this friggin' piece of shit. He taught me this, okay? Is that someone has to litigate. You understand? And if they choose not to litigate, YouTube will just reinstate that video. So this friggin' Mama Luke Stunad figures to himself, let me use other people's copyrighted material. You understand? What's the worst thing that's going to happen? Nothing. Either they're going to litigate, of which is a very, very small percentage that's going to happen. YouTube will temporarily take down the video. And if they don't litigate, then YouTube will reinstate it. So this friggin' rodent, Mama Luke, friggin' mouse-looking Stunad got over 6 million views on that. It wasn't even his video. The one with the woman who looked like friggin' ugly woman from In Living Color, and then she put on the makeup. She looks like a beautiful supermodel. In other words, he took that. That wasn't his video. That was someone else's copyrighted material. But what he did was he took it, he filmed it, and then he made it about AMC, which was very smart. I'll give him credit where credit's due. He said, Amy, how she looks before the Boaz, and Amy, how she looks after the Boaz. This friggin' Mama Luke got over 6 million. Do you know that for the longest time, Johnwicksnipin's channel had like under 1 million views? That one video got 6.2 million views. And the thing is, it's not even his friggin' material. It's someone else's copyrighted material. But he's got to be a little careful. He's got to be a little careful because there is a possibility someone might litigate. And remember, Johnwicksnipin, even though you're a little smart, you're not that smart. Because if you get 3 parties that do litigate and you get 3 copyright strikes, bye-bye birdie. They're going to shut down your YouTube channel, okay? So congratulations in your temporary moment of glory that you got your over 15,000 subs using other people's copyrighted material. And congratulations in surpassing me in subscriptions. But remember, okay, your day might come. You know how I call it Apefather Day? We're going to call it Litigation Day. Because think about this, you friggin' moron. If you got thousands and thousands and thousands of videos, that's not your copyright. Don't you understand at some point you might get 3 people that might litigate and they will shut you down? Okay? So I don't know what to tell you. I guess it's worth the risk. He is a gambler. Johnwicksnipin is a poker player. Not a very good poker player from what I understand. I heard you lost your ass. Possibly literally did. When you're at the casino and you're out of money. $20 is $20. But that's a different video. But just be careful, man, because you're using other people's copyrights. At some point, that might come back to bite you in the ass. Video is not financial advice. I'm not a financial planner. This video is for entertainment purposes only.